Volkswagen Golf Mk2 is becoming an increasingly rare sight on British roads. With the last registered ones at even 30 years old, many owners are only bringing these out for shows or tucking them away in their warm garages. What we want to do is get these cars out of their warm garages and drive them. Here we encourage other owners to do the same and join us on The Only Way Through Essex.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Southeast Mk2 Golfs The Only Way Through Essex, our club drive through Essex across some of the best B roads in the county. We have got a massive array of cars here already. There were 19 in total. We've got ABFs, we've got 16 valve GTIs, we've got, looks like a campaign, we've got, more 16 valves than I think I've ever seen in one place at one time. 20 valve turbos, we've even got a Scirocco, and we'll keep it quiet, but there's a very leery Mark IV Golf here as well. We'll let him in. Let's go through them. Here, look at this, we've got this crazy livery all over this car. It's sort of really race spec and race inspired. Looks like it's got a full welding cage as well. Racing bucket seats. I believe it's running a 1.6 carb with, quite highly strung. So that looks a bit of a hoot. You may have seen this one in a number of our videos. This is the 3.2 VR6, and it passed its MOT, so we're here today. Thankfully, we're going to be the one pretty much leading the cruise and everything, so should be good. BBS RA wheels, looks pretty standard. These are the 7J variety, which are actually quite rare, so that's quite a nice touch on this one. First thing we noticed on this one, loving that period correct number plate, that's great. Lovely Corrado VR6 here in dragon green. I've got a real soft spot for a Corrado, but a little bit out of my price range now, but I can appreciate them all the same. Beautiful. Here's the Mark IV, which we'll just move away from, but I believe it's got a 20 valve turbo. Look at that cage, semi-slick wheels. Yeah, I think that goes quite well. And over this side, I know this one, it's got an ABF conversion fitted. He's driven all the way from the Midlands to come down here, so thank you very much, Ian. So we've got one here which is drawing quite a bit of attention. It's a lovely early GTI. It's had a 20 valve conversion done on it. It looks super, super clean. Look at that, Recaro interior. Very, very nice indeed. B-Star RA wheels as well. That's a beautiful, beautiful engine. This is a really, really nice looking one as well. It's got a Kamai, I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that, but a nice body kit on it, all the same. ABF on throttle bodies. That's a very nice car indeed. BBS RM wheels as well, that's smart. Here we got a 1.3 litre as well, which is great to see. I know this one, the owner's been having some teething problems with the 20 valve turbo, but he's got it going and he's brought it here, so that's great work, thank you. Here we've got a lovely 16 valve GTI. It's got a TSR 2 litre bottom end as well, which is a nice touch, very period of the 90s where that mod was quite often done. Another 16 valve as well. It's got a lovely rare rear spoiler on this one as well, which is quite an interesting look. We have a 1 in 10 million oak green, which is that's a nice touch. You don't see many of these around now. They didn't make that many of them. 250 in each colour, in 8 valve and 16 valve variety. And over there we have a very, very crazy track spec Scirocco by the sounds of things, so look forward to having a look around that as well. And on this drive today, we're going to be driving through some of the best B roads in the county. As I've already said, we're going to be stopping at a couple of places, but we're just going to be soaking up the drive and having a great time, so stick with us and enjoy yourself.
line up ready to hit the open road.
Look at that, Sienna. Look how nice it looks.
We begin our journey by heading through the Hallingburys on towards Hatfield Heath. As we entered Hatfield Broad Oak, it must have been like a throwback to the 90s, seeing all these Mk2 Golfs pass by. We head on via some quiet twisting B roads to the picturesque town of Thaxted. At this point, a bit of hunger was starting to set in. Some may say we need food. With the sausage rolls being a hit amongst the group, it was time to admire some of the cars that were on show. As a fellow Compomotive Wheels fan, I was appreciating the TH monos on show here. The 20-valve turbo converted early GTI looked great from every angle, and the Tornado Red just wows in the sun. All the cars, including our very own 3.2-litre VR6, had made it this far without trouble. Although it sounds like Mark nearly lost his sump on a bump.
Straight up the hill, and I felt it went bang as it hit the floor, and I was like, ow.
I can't remember there being a time where I've seen so many Mk2 Golfs in one place at one time that isn't a show. These cars are all being driven for hundreds of miles today, including this ABF on throttle bodies with 45mm intakes. Here we have this incredibly clean Alpine White 20-valve turbo with the period number plate VHS. The group are briefed before we travel to our next destination. Everyone is given a heads up as they are to experience some of the best driving roads in Essex. The village of Finchingfield is a well-known tourist attraction for bikers and car enthusiasts alike. It seemed fitting to drive through this historic village. British countryside. So peaceful. Now we head out of Essex briefly into Suffolk to experience one of the best B roads in the county.
We got a different thing to record it.
As we approach our second destination, we are confronted by one of the most impressive structures in Essex. With the help of Joe and Drew and his drone, we managed to get some spectacular shots of the group leaving under the viaduct. Bodies of water either side of the road, this makes for a popular location to photograph your car or watch some birds if that tickles your fancy. straight to our final destination, we get onto the A12 where we can get those elusive drive-by shots. Historical moment for Cretaceous Mark II. Not every day you come face to face with an aircraft taxiing in towards you. It's like a game of chicken which I wouldn't be too set on winning.
So that's it, we're done. We have completed 126 miles and we have finished at North Weald Aerodrome. We're going to stop for a bit of a lunch because we're all starving after having done such a long drive. No one really got too lost. A couple of people managed to venture off but came back as soon as they realised where they were. No breakdowns, which is great. Everyone has made it here. It's been a fantastic day. The weather has been incredible. We'll be doing this again soon, something slightly different. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching Southeast Mk2 Golfs. Please like and subscribe, share the videos where you can, it means a lot. Thank you. See you next time.